We're back in my basement. I decided to do something fun. I've tried recording this before, but, you know, technical difficulties and whatever, I never had time to edit. You know, pick a reason. So, I am going to do the makeup and books tag. If I can find the original video, I will link it in the description. I actually first saw this on Christine's video, Pulling Banana Books. So I have my list here and my makeup all set out. I don't have the books because I didn't feel like lugging half of my library down here. So I'm going to try and read this list without my glasses. Bear in mind, it's going to be difficult because I'm like half blind without my glasses. The first one we got here is Primer, a book that left a lasting impression. We're going to start my primer, and I'm not going to give names or anything, and I'm also going to reiterate that I am not a beauty guru in any form or fashion. So I'm probably doing all of this wrong, and I don't care. So, a book that left a lasting impression has probably got to be... There's a lot of books that I've read that have made an impression, but if I could pick one, it would probably be To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Because I first read that book in the 7th grade. Actually, it was read to us by our language arts teacher, who was lovely and wonderful, and I adored her. 7th grade was a really rough year for me. I faced a lot of bullying. I got into my first and only ever physical fight in school at the end of that year. So to come to her class and to actually enjoy her lessons, and then when she started reading the story to us, there's just a lot of good memories attached to it. And To Kill a Mockingbird is just a wonderful, classic story that everybody needs to read. I just love it. It's so wonderful. You guys have to read it. It's been out for like 50 plus years. Go read it. It's a beautiful coming of age story. It takes place in the, I want to say Alabama, in the 30s. A young girl tells a story. Her father's a lawyer, and he has to defend a black man who was accused of assaulting a woman. And so that there's a lot of tension there, and then she learns about not discriminating people for their the color of their skin or their class, or you judge people by their character. Beautiful story. You guys have to read it. The next one is Foundation, the favorite first book in a series. Okay, where's my Foundation? This is going to be way too dark on me, but this is the only one I have right now. Favorite first book in a series. That would, without a doubt, have to be Scarlet by A.C. Goggin. I freaking love that book. That whole series is fantastic, but Scarlet is the one that starts it off, and I need to get her next series because she is a wonderful author. I love her so much. Scarlet is a Robin Hood retelling where Will Scarlet is actually a girl, and there's intrigue and romance and betrayal and sword fighting and archery, and it's awesome, and I love it. I love it so much. And it just gets better and better as the trilogy progresses, because there are so many plot twists, and you get attached to the characters, and it's just an all-around such a good series. It's well written. It's not like stuffy old English, so you can understand. And I love Scarlet, and she has a really messed up tragic backstory, And then there's, of course, Robin Hood and Little John. And there's a character named Much. And he's kind of like the little brother of the band. Because one of the things that happened was something happened, or he did something, or he was accused of something. And I want to say the sheriff screwed up his hand, messed up his hand. So he's got this disability. And the group kind of like, you know, treats him like the little brother. Which is totally frustrating to him. Because he wants to be a part of everything and a part of the action. But they try to protect him. And it's just so sweet. And I love it. And I love the detail in it. And I think I've read it like 3 times already. The next one is Concealer. A character you wish you could get rid of. Now I'm trying a new concealer. That I got from like a grab bag. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. Oh, I do know that it is significantly lighter than my foundation. Oh, this is going to be fun. I would probably have to say Lavender Brown in the Harry Potter series. Because she annoyed the shit out of me. Her whole romance, whatever that was with Ron in book 6. And I'm dreading getting to that one in my reread. But, so frustrating. And I hate it. She's just so annoying, and she tries to be all cutesy, and one. Can't stand it. And if Ron hadn't gone out with Lavender, I don't know if maybe he would have hooked up with somebody else, or he would have caught on with Hermione faster. But then they wouldn't have had the whole thing where he left in book 7, so I guess she has a part to play, but she's still annoying. The next one is Powder. Favorite last book in a series. I'm gonna go Harry Potter again. And I'm gonna say The Deathly Hallows. Apart from all of the heartbreak that is in that last book. I think the first time I tried to read it, every time there was the death of a character that I loved, I would throw the book down. It took me forever to read that book. The next one. Eyebrows. A book everyone should read. Now, I don't really do my eyebrows, but I do have eyebrow stuff. Again, this was given to me from a grab bag. So we're going to see how this goes. A book everyone should read would have to be The Pink Tourmaline by my friend Sandy Wyndham, because it is amazing. Oh, wow. I've never done my eyebrows before. This is weird looking. This is so weird looking. Oh, this is coming off later. I have to film videos all day long. This is coming off later. And this is the lighter of the 2 that I got. Oh. But it's about a brother and sister who get transported back to the 1920s. And they have to solve this big family mystery. And there's romance and intrigue and a little bit of supernatural highlights in there, but it's not like a full-on fantasy book. While I'm finishing, I'm going to put on my eye primer because the next one's Shadow. I flew through that book. And I kind of want to read it again because I don't think I fully processed everything that was going on. So it's definitely on my reread list very soon, as I finish my Harry Potter rereads. But yeah, Sandy is such a good writer, and she's working on a sequel. So I'm excited about that. And if we ever meet each other face to face again, because I forgot last time she came into town to visit, I am going to get her to sign the book. So the next one is eyeshadow. Favorite colors on a book cover. Now I have, it's actually 2 books in one, but it's part of a book quartet. It's the Donovan Legacy by Nora Roberts. And it's a really pretty green color. And that's like my favorite color range. The whole reason I had blue in my wedding was because I had made a promise to my best friend over a decade ago that If she didn't make me wear pink for her wedding, I wasn't going to make her wear green. Maybe I'll post a picture of it one day, or I'll show you in a bookshelf tour what it looks like. The Donovan Legacy is such a good book. The next one is Eyeliner, a dark and mysterious book. I would have to go with Eve the Awakening by Jenna Morassi, because there are a lot of dark parts. There are some really funny parts too, and it kind of balances out the cringe. So Eve the Awakening is a new adult sci-fi about a girl who is a chimera, which in this world is a higher evolved form of human. And so she's bigger, she's stronger, she's faster, you know, and chimeras are insanely discriminated against. So she goes to this college to try and like hide and start a new life, but you know, she's found out and things happen and there's aliens and romance and chaos ensue, to steal a line from Catty-tastic. And it's a thick book, but I flew through it. It was so good. I could not believe it. I mean, I followed Jenna's videos forever, and because she gives writing advice, and I'll link her channel below and up in the card to actually read her writing. And I want to get The Savior's Champion, which is the next one. Not in this, it's a totally different series, and it's a fantasy this time around. But I loved Eve, and I want to get The Savior's Champion, which is probably even darker. But I love her writing, and oh, it's such a good book. And I hope more comes out in this, because I think it's supposed to be a series. But right now she's focusing on Savior's Champion. So we'll see what happens. Okay, the next one is Mascara, a long book. I'm going to have to pick The Order of the Phoenix, because that book is like almost 1,000 pages. But for as long as it is, that is also the one that first time reading it, I kind of read it in like 3 days. It's one of my favorite books in the series. Despite it killing off one of my favorite characters and having my least favorite character in it all at the same time, because I hate Dolores Umbridge with a flaming passion, but that's a topic for another video. Alright. The next one is Blush, a cringeworthy romance. So I'm gonna have to say Twilight. I read the books at the height of their popularity when the movies were coming out, and they were meh. And I just didn't connect with the love story. I thought Bella was boring. I thought Edward was creepy, because he just, you know, randomly pops in her room and watches her sleep. I don't know. And then the whole love triangle with Jacob and her constant pining over Edward and putting her life on the line because then she starts hallucinating about him. Like, I just don't. No, I don't. I know a lot of people love Twilight, and I did see all the movies, and the movies were okay. The fans were ridiculous, because I went to a midnight premiere for, I think, Breaking Dawn 2 with my sister's best friend, who was a pretty good-sized twihard, at the time anyway. Fans were crazy. The Twilight moms were like driving us bonkers because they were like getting into cat fights. It was ridiculous. So now anytime the movie's on, and I'm just like, yeah, nope. Next one is Highlight, a book that brightened your day. I'm going to go with a childhood favorite and say Anne of Green Gables. Wow, this is powdery. Anne of Green Gables, because I loved that book when I was a kid. Had a very good movie series. And it has a new series out on Netflix now, which I started watching and then I haven't had a chance to get back into it, but I want to so bad because I just love that whole story. I love Anne's love of imagination and storytelling and just how her mind wanders, and she's so funny. And I practically grew up with that series. I did not finish it, but I do have the full set, and I'm going to finish it one of these days. It's just a matter of figuring out when. Maybe if I continue in my whole reread thing, then I can eventually add on to that. I have a couple other series that I want to work on first. For like my monthly book review kind of thing that I'm doing. And the last one is lipstick. Favorite book kiss. Favorite book kiss has probably got to be in The Dance of the Gods by Nora Roberts. It's the second in the Circle trilogy. And I think I bring this one up a lot. But, focuses on a romance of two characters. Each book focuses on a romance for the people in the circle. And, okay, now that I put my glasses on, I don't look so weird. I have to look a little weird. But I've looked worse. But anyway. So the whole Circle trilogy revolves around 6 characters, and there's a sorcerer, a vampire, and their brothers, a witch, a princess, who is also a scholar. She loves books. A shapeshifter, and a demon hunter. And I just love this whole series. And the relationship between the shapeshifter and the demon hunter is so funny and so much fun to read, because he's just, funny and charming and, likes to flirt and everything. And she's kind of, she's very withdrawn, especially when it comes to romance, because she's had a rough time and she doesn't trust people very easily. So to see their relationship evolve over the course of especially this particular book, it's just so funny and so cute. And I love it so much. And they're so good together. And yeah, he is like genuinely charming, and I love Larkin. He's so cute. And he can turn into a dragon. I mean, what's not to love? He's practically a prince. He's the cousin of the princess. So he's royalty. They live in a castle. He can turn into a dragon. He's a badass fighter. I love Larkin so much. So that's definitely a mental self-insert when I read this book, and I always imagine that I'm Blair. So yeah. So that was the Makeup a Book tag. I look really weird. I'm still getting used to my eyebrows being so dark. And I kind of look like I'm wearing a mask with this foundation because it's a little too dark. But it's not so bad because I was out in the sun recently, so that helped. But I do need to get my regular color back. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And like, subscribe, all of that. Ring the little bell for notifications. All of my social media is in the description. I've got my website and blog. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. And that's really it from me. I will have another video up. Actually, I'm planning on getting 2 up this week. So, and I'm going to be doing a lot of filming because I'm really trying to get on a Monday, Wednesday schedule. So I'm going to be doing a lot of my videos for Mondays, like today. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it actually happens. And then Wednesday, unless I come up with something super exciting, will probably be a writing update. So it's the usual sit in front of my computer, record, and then have a nice day. So I'm gonna head back upstairs and continue filming. And I will have another video up. My next video should be up tomorrow. So have a good day, guys. Bye.